Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora, and this is Scent Talk from my closet, and it kind of never fails, and today is one of those days that the dogs in the back just decided to start a band. So you might hear some howling, some barking, something's going on back there. Maybe there's a neighbor. Oh, it's Thursday night football. Maybe somebody's cooking out, okay? I know my husband was, but he's already back inside, so it can't be him. Anyways, welcome to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora, and this is Scent Talk from my closet, and here we normally talk about one perfume, fragrance, house, or topic at a time. However, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be focusing on just random sampling curiosities. I will definitely be taking suggestions from you guys. And for today, we have one from our lovely subscriber and dear friend, Carla. And then also, coincidentally, our good friend Tori here on the channel sent in a sample of, the fragrance. So Liam Grey by Lattafa. I have a sample here that Tori sent in. And then our friend Carla wanted to know, what's up with Liam Grey? How close is it to the original? Have you tried it? The original being bdk's GRIS CHARNEL. We're going to put them head to head. I do have some layering that I did wear with the fragrances. I did get to wear them alone as well. If this is something you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos. All right, so let's start out here. Really nice wear. I will just mention that off the top of my head. It gives me fall. It gives me woods. A brisk evening night walk in the woods. That is the feel that I get from the fragrance. In the top we have cardamom, fig, black tea. In the mid we have iris, vetiver, and labdanum. In the base, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, and patchouli. Now I do have the original GRIS CHARNEL here, not the extract version. They just recently came out with an extract version and I haven't tried it yet. But here is the original. Now the original is missing from the note structure, or what I found online anyways. It does not have vanilla and it doesn't have patchouli in the notes. So there's a difference there in the notes. However, I do still get a vanilla dry down as well, and it might just be the tonka bean, okay, giving us that wonderful vanilla essence in the original fragrance. Now there is a difference straight away when I spray these fragrances, right off the bat. That fragrance right there was the original bdk GRIS CHARNEL, and it has a pure, clean smelling cardamom scent. In that opening, you're gonna get like pow, you can smell it. I don't pick out a fig from the fragrance. I never do. In fact, I feel later on in the wear of the original bdk GRIS CHARNEL, it does start to get a bit creamy, creamier than the opening. The opening feels like, this is a chai tea possibly, just with a little bit of cream mixed in, just very light, very watery, okay? Now the Liam Grey, there's a difference here in this fragrance immediately. I get a heavy, thicker feel to the fragrance. The cardamom is a little muddled. It's not as pure smelling, as the original bdk GRIS CHARNEL. I get it, just a heavier feel of a fragrance and a creamier and much sweeter. Way toned down on the clean feel that I get from that pure cardamom of the original GRIS CHARNEL. So that's the main difference in this opening, in the feel of the fragrances. Think about, I have two chai tea lattes, and one of them is very light, light cream, light sugar, very healthy, and then I have the jam-packed full of lovely calories chai tea latte, with possibly even some whipped cream on top. Like that's how much sweeter the Liam Grey is to me in the opening, side by side. I might not have thought that had I not, sprayed the fragrances side by side. I might have thought that, it wasn't as heavy or as creamy as it turned out to be when I do compare the fragrances alongside each other, which I find very interesting, how your perception to a fragrance can change just by spraying, you know, a similar one or one that it's inspired by right next to each other. Just the differences just pop, okay? All right, so the Liam, as I'm saying, it starts out much creamier, much sweeter. Yeah, the cardamom in the original is never sharp, so I cannot say that it's sharp. It smells very pure in that original fragrance. I will say that it does lean a little more masculine to me, the bdk GRIS CHARNEL, than the Liam Grey. The Liam Grey leans more unisex feel. Yeah, because it's nice and heavy and, you know, chai tea latte-esque. If you have got your nose on Minuit et Demi, there we go, by, I believe it's Roja Dub, the collaboration with Demi Rawling, that fragrance has this type of chai tea, you know, a thick chai tea smell, which I do love. The only thing I did not, you know, get along fully with that Minuit one is the pepper, like the, oh, like really, really hot smelling pepper tone in there, like a hot chili. All right, so that's kind of, I just wanted to explain, you know, if you have smelled that fragrance, that you're gonna get that chai tea latte smell in Liam Grey for certain. And you might not perceive it that way for the original. The original stays really clean and pure for quite a while, actually. It takes a while to get to that dry down of that vanilla that, you know, coming through in the dry down. All right, so that was the opening. In the mid of the wear, they pretty much line up as far as being in the same scent category, like scent family, with both of them being equally present. One wasn't fighting for my attention more than the other. I did also wear them separately, you guys, because I like to wear fragrances alone and side by side. Oh, okay, let's continue. That was in the mid. Now, like I'm saying, they line up pretty well. They're not completely one-to-one, but you can tell, you know, they're really similar fragrances. Now, in the dry down, the original starts to tone down about the 6th-7th hour mark, with the Liam Grey feeling a little more present at that same mark, 6-7 hour mark, before then just becoming, you know, really close to the skin. I do feel like it has just arm's length projection. I don't think it goes too far. It definitely does not fill up a room, but it creates a nice scent aura around you. I mean, it's nice. You can smell it. You can detect it when you move around. It's like, oh, what is that? That smells really nice. It doesn't give, the sandalwood in here does not give a number 2 pencil like some fragrances or some sandalwoods, you know, woodsy cardamom type fragrances can give. I don't get that here, which is really nice. And then I want to say that that's it, basically. The Liam never gives us a clean cardamom scent. So if you're not a fan of that, you know, I would definitely go for it. And especially for the price point, I would definitely go for the Liam Grey. Oh, it's nice. It's a beautiful sandalwood regardless. You know, like I'm saying, alone, it would feel a little more elegant, but up against the bdk GRIS CHARNEL, the GRIS CHARNEL, it just smells so much purer, okay? Just pure, just quality. As if, you know, the quality of the resources or ingredients used in the original, you know, that's not used in the Lattafa. So just, I mean, it's like this. Now, if we want to talk about quality, if you're familiar with the Killian brand, I do have here Killian's Sacred Wood. I did get a little decant of this. And I bring Sacred Wood up because I was all of a sudden throughout the wear of the original bdk GRIS CHARNEL over here, I was like, okay, I'm getting some sophistication here. You know, I'm getting a beautiful scent. I also start to get like a buttery nuance, like a, you know, sometimes sandalwoods, Mysore sandalwood especially, can have that beautiful buttery tone, and I do get that from that original GRIS CHARNEL, but I don't get it with the Liam Grey. I don't get a buttery feel. I get a super sweet vanilla, you know, chai tea latte, possibly some whipped cream, but I don't get that butter tone, okay? And I do get that from Sacred Wood. I get the beautiful, just high just pure smelling ingredients coming from the Killian offering. Ooh, just so nice. I'm not saying it's a one-to-one that it smells like BDK. I'm just saying, you know, that little quality of the butter tone is in there. Another fragrance that, you know, kind of comes to mind if you're familiar with Killian's Intoxicated, this one has a heavy cardamom note as well. You know, and it's surprisingly, it's a fragrance that comes out so strong you're scared to overspray it, and I'm gonna spray it because I want to revisit, because I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, that reminds me of that too. Oh yeah, this comes out so strong, much cleaner actually. It has a clean tone. Ooh, super clean cardamom smelling tone. This one reminds me more of the holidays, okay, than the Liam Gray or the BDK. Oh man. Oh, just such quality. Oh, I do love the Killian's Intoxicated. I like combining that with Killian's Black Phantom. I think that's a wonderful combination. Yeah, so the cardamom scent that is in here reminds me of the Killian Intoxicated cardamom scent, okay? The original BDK, not the Lattafa Liam, because the Lattafa Liam is muddled, okay? Heavier. Really nice, beautiful differences here between these two fragrances. I don't think I'll ever run out. I mean, look at how I am on my Intoxicated. I don't use these fragrances often. To me, they're more artsy for me, because they do lean, these two especially lean, you know, a little more masculine. Masculine woodsy is the Sacred Wood, but I would wear this. I have a full review of Sacred Wood. I'll go ahead and link it in the description. I was in awe with the quality of that fragrance. Oh, there's Charlie yelling. Okay guys, last I will leave you guys with a couple of combos, okay? Two different combos here, and then something that I think would just pair wonderfully if you did invest in the Liam Gray and you want to combine it with some body care. So if you're interested, continue listening. Okay, we'll start off with a new product that I have been, you know, kind of taking for a spin, and that is, you know, I recently fell in love with Canvas Beauty's Body Glaze, you guys. And I always, you know, once I fall in love with something, oh man, that one's getting low. This is my most used body glaze. This is called Marshmallow Toast, and it's the most neutral scent that I have. In this fragrance is a beautiful marshmallow tone. And so it does wonders for the skin. Once I fall in love with a product, I'm like, okay, I'll try something similar, possibly, to have, you know, an alternate. And I had been hearing a lot about Laid Beauty's Body Balm. This one is called Passenger Princess, and it's supposed to be just this wonderful marshmallow. I do agree that it is a wonderful marshmallow. It does give me the same remnant, you know, smell as Marshmallow Toast from the Canvas Beauty, but at the same time, it does have a sweeter, you know, more distinct marshmallow feel. Now, let me tell you guys, we're into body care. So exciting. I love new products, okay? And I love to compare things, all right? And tell you guys what I feel, what I'm thinking, how are they wearing. If you can see this right here, this is almost like dry looking. Once you rub your finger in there, you will activate it, and then it turns to looking on your skin like oil, like if it's a body oil. Rub that in all over, and then it dries pretty quick, fairly quickly. I'm always very astonished at how this glistens and then it dries. Now, the Passenger Princess, I'm sure you can see it from here. It's shiny. You see that shine? Yeah. It's not as solid. I thought it was solid when it first arrived. It is not as solid. It does not go back to solid form as the Beauty Canvas does. Okay, so there's differences there. And now I will say that the Canvas Beauty, I always want to call it Beauty Canvas. The Canvas Beauty here, does have like a little, maybe beeswax type little undertone to all of the body glazes, because that's, you know, the ingredients. I believe it has beeswax in the ingredient. Yeah, it's right here. Palm fruit oil, beeswax, sunflower oil, vitamin E, argan kernel, or argan oil, rice bran, and jojoba oil. Okay, so you can detect a little bit of that undertone of the beeswax. Now in this one, if you can see, what does it remind you of? 50 points. This totally reminded me, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that looks like Vaseline. It just really does to me look like Vaseline. And you know, this is called a body balm. It says instant glow, hydrating, nourishing, anti-aging, filled with antioxidants, and non-greasy. I cannot read the ingredients, so I'll put them up here for you guys. I know it also has some sunflower oil and all of that, but it is so tiny. It might also have some beeswax. But anyways, it's just different. The consistency is much different. Let's see if I can put that. Look, I just put my finger in there and it was already on my hand. So really, really shiny. I mean, really greasy. I'm sorry, but it is. I can't explain it any other way. You know, I'm just all greased up after I put this all over. You know, just ready to just throw me in the oven. All right, so marshmallow toast. I'm going to show you guys how this one works. I don't go in with my finger on this one. I usually go in with my knuckle. So I have to scoop the product up. You see that? And then it's also going to look very shiny. Ooh, I got a lot of product for the back of my hand there. It's also going to look really, really greasy as well, really shiny. But the feel, look, I don't know if you could see the difference. This one's already kind of just a nice glow, and this one looks wet, like really wet. And this one, it's just giving like a nice sheen, I feel. At least that's how it feels on the skin, you guys. Like, okay, it's there, but it's, you know, it's not wet. It's gonna dry quickly. And that's been my experience with it, actually, is that it will eventually dry, you know, really quickly. Does the Passenger Princess here, you know, it says make my man melt like marshmallows. Does this one end up drying down, you know, on the skin? Yes, but it takes, I mean, I do it at night, so I would say it takes pretty much all, you know, overnight. Because I've been lounging around for a couple hours after applying it, and it doesn't, you know, I can feel it sticking to my pajama pants, and I'm like, I'm not used to this. This is not, I don't jive with this. So what I've been doing to be able to enjoy this a little more from my own personal preference. If you love to feel, you know, like this, really nice and shiny, look, this one's already kind of, I'm telling you, it's, and the feel of it is so different. This is like much heavier on the skin. It feels much heavier. Yeah. This one takes a while more to dry, but it will dry eventually. And the scent is really nice. You can also detect or smell a little bit of that balm smell. You know, like Vaseline kind of is what I get, is what I detect from here. So beeswax and Vaseline is what the difference is. Really nice though. I'm going to use it. I don't know if I'll repurchase. I'll see if it grows on me a little more. But as it stands right now, I personally prefer the body glaze, you guys. Yeah, this has been a really amazing product for me. When I do wake up with this in the morning though, my goodness, I was so soft and supple. I was. But I'm like, do I want to go through that? I guess if I'm going straight to bed, then I won't feel it sticking to my pajamas, right? Wow. Okay. I wore the Passenger Princess, you guys, for my combo. I wanted to give a little review there on those two products. I wore the Passenger Princess, and what I like to do is combine it with a little bit also of body oil, as if you need any. You really don't need any for the consistency of this, but I did go with my Tahoda. I love to add more vanilla, you know, luscious vanilla to my sandalwood fragrances. So I went with Vanilla Cloud Body Oil, okay, the Passenger Princess. And then that didn't really ever dry, as I'm saying, but I still topped it off a little bit with my Delicia de Marshmallow, okay, when I did the combo. I want to say that I've, you know, test drove this already about 4 or 5 times already. So, and I've been getting the same result every single time I try it, you know, without other body care products as well. Yeah, that was just such a nice combo there with the Liam Gray, you guys. Now, my next combo is from Sugar Meat Marshmallow from Sugar Works. This is a Caribbean body butter. And this one, I like the consistency of this. I can't wait till they bring some of these back, some more of these back. And then I went with an oil, my Heaven Scent Fluff, marshmallow fluff, I guess you could call it, but it's just fluff. This is a nice dry oil, okay? Now this one, you really don't feel any type of greasy feel or anything. And the scent is so nice. It's really close to the Delicia de Marshmallow scent. I mean, like the closest you can get without it being Delicia. This has been a gem. I also did go with the Fluff Eau de Parfum. They're really strong concentrated fragrances. These Heaven Scent by Shannon. I did talk to you guys about this in the last couple of videos, and now I'm getting a little bit more familiarized with them, you guys. They're so good. Now, if you love these type of fragrances, the cardamom, the vanilla and all that, but you know, you don't have any of what I just showed you, the beauty, the canvas beauty, and you have, let's say, your Bath and Body Works or your Victoria's Secret, I do love a nice woodsy vanilla. And I have 2 here. I have Bare Vanilla Untamed, which has Vanilla Elixir, Apple Blossom, Bare Vanilla in the Wild. This one, I've always thought of it as having like a really earthy, woodsy tone, woodsy undertone. And to me, the Bare Vanilla lotion also gives me a little bit, a tinge of that, and it goes really well with woods. It's not a woodsy vanilla, but it goes really well with, you know, woods, sandalwoods, and vanilla. So Bare Vanilla is a gem with sandalwood fragrances. I didn't mention Santal 33, and that is another fragrance that has, you know, kind of that sandalwood, but I would say that one is a much harsher, like pow in your face, really strong fragrance. So it's different. I mean, it's much different. It's a much more different wear, and a lot of people get like a dill pickle or some kind of pickle from that fragrance, and luckily I don't, because I enjoy it and I love to combine it with vanilla. All right, you guys, that was it for today, but I do have a preview here. I have the next review we're gonna do. I got super excited about wearing like a candied violet, and I do have one here from Heaven Scent, and it's called Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo and the name is super cute. And then I also have Sweet Sugar Spell by Sugar Works, and Sugar Works, this is part of their Halloween collection, and it's already gonna go away until next season. So if you want to get a hold of their Halloween collection, I would do so before October 31st. That's when they're going off of the site. And these have this, I mean, not the same notes, but like the same feel. So I'm gonna compare these, wear them, and, you know, talk about and review. Yes, tell you exactly what I'm getting. That's the next review, you guys. Unless you guys have any other suggestions for me, I will definitely take them into consideration, because chances are, I mean, if there's a fragrance that you're curious about, I also have some samples that subscribers have sent in that I'm excited to check out for them. But chances are, if you are curious about something, I might have a decant or a sample lying around here, because they're everywhere. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the review, the comparison, the layering, and, you know, the new body product that I'm really enjoying the scent and the after effect. I'm just struggling, you know, with the feel of it. Just always keeping it real over here. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, your night, or your evening, and you stay safe. Bye-bye.